6:04. August 10th. Making my run. 5:1 at the moment. Conditions are very favorable. Wind from the southish. That's what I want. This is it, baby. We're getting pretty tense. They're gonna hug this wall. And I did immediately pick up speed. We're at 4 right now. This really helps get to the inside. And of course, got this going on right at this time. Wow. Yeah, once I get past this bridge, I won't officially be on Lake Huron, but this is considered the point. Taking the boat all right today. No auto helmet this morning. Oh my God. Down to 2.6 now. past it, but I'm not moving. Right now it's painfully slow. I'd like to be over there, but it's official! Woo! I am freaking on Lake Huron. Wow. Now I'm cold. Well, it's early, but time to crack open the bubbly. This is a huge occasion. I just can't believe it. So, cheers. Oh yeah, it's too early. How about a mimosa? Yes, the mimosa is quite a bit better than just that champagne. Of course, there's no wind. If there is, it's very light. And I honestly don't know what to do next. Think about Tobermory. think I'm going to make it to Lake Michigan. In the Mackinac. Lake Michigan's a 3-day sail at 4 knots, 4-day sail at 4 knots. Tobermory's a day and 11 hours at 4 knots. I'm going to motor out here a ways. Just to get away from the freighter traffic. They're coming in one after the other right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Certainly a little bit more active than Lake Huron with the freighters. Yeah, so I'm going to motor a ways a little bit, get the sailboat ready to hoist. And if there's no wind, there's no wind. I'll take a nap. Okay, well, I've made a decision. Yes, that's my mop up everything towel. It's drying out. The decision is to head towards Tobermory, Canada. I think being this far behind schedule, trying to make it to Lake Michigan is a pipe dream. Though I haven't tossed that completely out of the window. But worst case scenario, I get to Tobermory, maybe go up into the Georgian Bay a little bit, anchor up a night or two, and head back home. Would not be a bad trip at all. And I hear wonderful things about Tobermory from many sources. You see, sales still are not up, but the good news is I'm getting some indication of wind up there. So I may hoist here soon. I can guarantee that wind is light, but I am in no hurry. Tobermory is 1 day and 10 hours away at 4 knots. And certain I don't have enough gas to make it all the way under motor. If I can hoist and make 2 knots, be completely satisfied with that. Rain is in the forecast next 2 days, though your typical 30–40%. A couple thunderstorms possible. No worries there. Let's ride them out. Michigan's still in view. And on this current course, I think it'll be a while before it's not. Listen to a podcast. I'm thinking about doing some reading here. I'm cruising along at about 5 knots. Very comfortably. This boat does 5 easily. The Atomic 4 is a great engine when it's working. It has finally happened. The moment I've been waiting for. I am literally sailing Lake Huron. Oh, what a feeling. Only hitting about 2.7 right now. I don't care. No motor. All my problems over there on shore. I'm alone out here. Other than an auto helm. Peace. Wow. All right. It's about 1 in the afternoon. Not even trying and hitting about 4 knots. It's a nice, comfortable sail. Wind has shifted a little forward. Whereas it was off my stern. So I'm going to have to adjust sails, bring that fair lead in a little bit. But before I go through that trouble, it is time for the first time of using the grill on the water. Moment I've been looking forward to. I have me a cheddar cheeseburger. Yay! Still learning how long this takes. Gotta get used to your grill. See my oranges down there? I'm not getting scurvy, that's for sure. This is nice. Oh, by the way, Border Patrol came up. I was looking aft, and next thing you know, they were in my face. Had a whole bunch of questions. Had a whole bunch of answers. Very friendly. Sent me on my way. Asked me about warrants. Like I'm fleeing the country in a sailboat. But haven't had a warrant for 30 years, and that was even fraudulent, so there you go. It's indescribably beautiful. This has been a most pleasant day so far. Knock on teakwood. Hitting about 3.5 right now. I have no idea what time it is or how much farther I have to go. Quite honest, I don't really care. You can see the skies have cleared a little bit. I'm doing a little reading, the years before the mast right now. Just had some Tetere, which was good to be awoken a little bit. Heaven. Guess I should find out. It is 5:35 p.m. Let's see how well I'm doing. I'm guessing I'm about 90 miles away from the first waypoint. Get the GPS fired up here. Oh, way off. 96 miles. Okay, it's 6:05. Been looking forward to this all day. It's time to have a brewski. Bought this in Canada. Kirby's Kolsch. We made this easy drinking Kolsch in honor of our late friend Kirk Evans. He loved life, and wherever he was, the laughs were there too. Kirby's Kolsch is a crisp session beer with a hint of peach. Best enjoyed with friends. Cheers to Kirby. I think I shall. Whoa. There is a hint of peach in that. It's crackling good. Day continues to be beautiful. Hitting 379 now. I just pulled up charts. And off to my starboard would be Maitland. Forgot to check what's to port. Oh, it's so tempting to turn right now and start heading for Michigan. I don't have enough time. At this pace, I'm 24 hours away from Devil's Channel. It's kind of scary. I did read if it's bad weather, don't go that way, take the main channel. In which case I'd have to do some quick plotting, but wind's expected to be light for a few days now, unless a storm kicks up. It's sometime after 7. Sun is dropping behind some clouds. The breeze has picked up. I'm hitting about 5.5 right now, which is freaking awesome. Getting a little chilly, but nothing uncomfortable. Hopefully it doesn't pick up any more than this, because this would make for some easy sleeping tonight. I have not seen anything in a very long time. At this point, I'm really glad that I picked Tobermory to go to. Because this is the type of sail I hope to get out of this trip. Otherwise, I've been running up the coast and would have kind of been like being on Lake Erie. Currently, I actually feel like I'm out to sea. Which is awesome. All right, it's Captain Lawrence. As if you didn't know, It is about, well, not about, I'll tell you precisely here in a second, 8:03. Still hitting close to 5 knots. I gotta adjust the sails here a little bit. It's shifted. And I think it's died a little bit too. You can probably hear the engine. Just wanted to charge the battery a little bit before tonight. I do believe I can see land. Of course, that can be very deceiving out here. But it looks like land. Night is about to fall. So probably won't do any filming during those hours. I'm definitely going to have to watch for rain, which is going to be difficult at nights, but fortunately the VHF gives me warning of severe storms, so who cares? It'll certainly wake me up. Good morning. I don't know what time it is, 6 something. I'm exhausted. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. And that's why. At about 11 o'clock, the wind shifted southwest, blowing pretty good. It was over 6. Had to pull the Genoa in. And I was sailing at 5 under main alone. And it's calmer now, but there was big swells coming from behind me. Boat's been rocking all night. Like this. And now it's threatening to, well, I am getting sprinkled on. It's going to be an interesting day. All right, I just had some today. I'm a little bit more awake now. Haven't the pleasantness of sailing downwind in swells, though the lake is definitely beginning to flatten out now. I would venture to say that throughout the evening it was 2 to 4 foot swells. Maybe I can get some naps in when this flattens out. I am 35.2 miles away. Hitting over 3 knots right now, so there's still 10 more hours to go to the first waypoint. Been listening to Canadian radio, which is just fascinating. They're a kinder, gentler nation than we are. Even with their debates, just gentle. It's 7:52 right now, and Canadian radio keeps broadcasting 60% chance of rain this afternoon and thunderstorms in the northwest. Of course, I don't know what that means for me. Up ahead, it's been looking dark and gray. I'm wondering if that's the system that the south wind is pushing away from me, that I'm just behind, which would be awesome. pleasant. Very gray over that way, but doesn't look too bad. Would like to make Tobermory by nightfall. Also not willing to motor for 8 to 10 hours either, so if I don't know what I'll do. I'll figure out something. I think I'll have to do some plotting today. Again, that would be a lot easier if it flattens out. Okay. Looks like rain's coming up behind me. I don't think there's any question that I'm going to get wet today. Question is, will it just be showers or will it be a thunderstorm? So I've been prepping the boats, got the main down. I do not want to be dealing with that by myself in a thunderstorm. I'll do what I can with the Genoa. Doesn't work. Reel it in, run before the wind, or use the motor. Safety first. Still behind me, blowing pretty good. I'm hitting 4 knots. You can see some white caps out there, so it's probably blowing about 15. Slight white caps. 12 to 15, we'll say. So I can't complain about that. What I can complain about is being so freaking tired. So I'm actually going to try to nap here. So much for it flattening out. It's picked up again. It's all rolly. But they're cool. Okay, it's 11:27 on Friday, August 11th, I think. 20 miles away from the first waypoint to Tobermory, which is the Devil's Channel. Still have not decided if that is the entrance I'm going to take. If I take the main entrance, it will add quite a bit of time. I'm going to pull up the chart and measure the width of the channel. We still got some rollers. And I still got 4 hours to go to make that decision. But I think I could stay on course with these. Nice to have the sun out. Hopefully that was the last of the rain. I don't know if I put the camera out. I got a little wet. Nothing bad. But to the southeast, it was definitely a lot of rain that way. Last night I said I thought I could see Canada. It was confirmed a little bit later when all the turbine lights showed up. Currently, per the haze, it's hard to see shore. but I got to be getting close to it. Have not seen another soul out here. This was the loneliest sail ever. I think after the border patrol stopped me, I saw one powerboat to starboard, and that's it. So that would be about noon yesterday since I've seen another soul. Alrighty, it's about 3:30. There's about 5 miles to go to the first Devil's Island Channel waypoint. The wind died to about 10, and I got tired of sailing downwind at that point, particularly with just the Genoa up. It was just not making a lot of progress and rocking all over the place. So I lowered sails and started motoring in. Once I get to the waypoint, it'll be about another 5 miles. So an hour to hour and a half before I get to harbor. Turned out to be a beautiful day, at least this far north. They were calling on the radio for squall watches in Lower Huron, St. Clair, and western Lake Erie. Oh. Certainly hope Tobermory has a slip for me, because I didn't reserve any, and it is Friday, I think. If not, I'll figure something out from there. I don't know. Well, it's official. There's the first buoy to Devil's Island's channel. There's the second green buoy. And I'm on my way. I'm surprised that I read that you should not use this channel in heavy weather. It looks pretty wide open to me. I mean, it'd have to be a gale, I guess, not to come this way. There's another channel off that way. And if I had 100% certainty on my engine, I'd give it a shot. So it gets pretty tight in a few spots. Like there's no room for error. Your engine quits at that time. You can't even get an anchor down. So we'll stick with this. Safety first. Off to my starboard is Devil's Island, for which the passage is named. And forward is Russell Island, which I must round. charts are a little confusing. I don't like the Canadian charts. I think they got me here. Sailboat, you always tie the stern first. That happens. No problem. It's not like I just bought her. Okay. guys have slips, right?
Yes.
I have no way to communicate with you. Well, I should have. I didn't know where I was going today or yesterday, so what took me here? So I came here.
We're not super busy right now, so you'll definitely have a slip.
Okay, great. For a couple days anyway? No problem. That's good to know. What do I do next?
Today he'll be just out with you, just dealing with the customer, and he'll fill it up with fuel, pump out if you need it.
Okay, great. Super. I made it. My original plan was try to get to Michigan, Lake Michigan. And I don't see that happening. One of these bottles was saved for that. We're going to do it for Tobermory. There's one more bottle left. Got to figure out what that goal is. Yeah, it's a little bit better in the evening time. Here we are at the entrance of Little Tub Harbor. I am loving this place. Apparently it's it's the greatest freshwater diving place in the world. And indeed, you can't tell with this, I'm sure, but I'm seeing rocks down there, good 15-20 feet, something you won't do in Lake Erie. This morning all I've done is provision the boats, included getting laundry, ice, some more food, though I don't need much. A lot of tours here. There are shipwrecks apparently all over the place, and with glass bottom boats you can just go and cruise over them and look down and see them. Indeed, I'll show you the water near the docks a little bit later. People from all over the world. I've heard Chinese, Indian. I don't know if they're Canadians. I wonder. But these tourist boats just go in and out all day. Also a huge ferry over this way. You can see the ramp where the ferry unloads, one of those front enders. I'm gonna go walk the town, take some pics. It's not very big, but there's a lot crammed into it. And enjoy myself. Thought about staying in a real bed last night, but screw it. There's the LCBO, Canada's liquor store. In fact, it's the only place you can buy even beer, I think. Never seen beer in any other store.
I feel like I'm getting burnt right now.
Oh, I think I see stop number 1, Tobermory Brewing Company and Grill. It's been a very busy morning. I think I can afford one. Ooh, pizza. Now I need to get fish tonight. Looks like rain over that way. Hopefully it misses us. Place is beautiful. Excellent wood. Wow. Ooh, they have flights. Okay, the brew company, the Tobermory Brew Company was really good. I just had a flight, and the beers were delicious and as advertised. Definitely no complaining about that. Feeling pretty good too, so that works. Okay, continuing on with the tour. They're typical tourist town stuff. Chris, who was in the brewing company, was a retired police officer. Very nice, educated, taught me a lot. I asked him about the diversity here. Specifically, are people all over the country, the world, coming to see Tobermory, or is Canada more diverse than I know? I learned that most everyone is from Toronto, which has a huge Asian and Indian population. So, that explains that. And really, this will sum up most of the town from this vantage point. It's pretty cool. In the distance, you can see Foodland. That's where I buy the ice. I'm going to take you for a walk down to the boat. Hope you can see how clear, crystal freaking clear that water is. It's absolutely amazing. I think you can drink that. Oh, the Celt boat in front of me is probably wants to gas up. They look like real sailors. When the Border Patrol pulled me over, he told me, yeah, we see a lot of sailboats coming this way, but we never see them with their sails up. I imagine it's all these rich people with the beautiful boats motoring up to Tobermory. You can tell the difference. This guy sails. Oh, Lady M is pretty.